Well, hello, guys and gals, and welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mr. Moose. And welcome back to Manchester as we continue to reset our farm and continue on with this project. We did a live stream Monday night and did quite a bit of work, a couple of hours worth. And right at the end, I had a little glitch that killed it, so I had to come back and reset everything again. And what I did, I make a couple of little changes, so I thought I'd point that out to you guys. Instead of getting a slurry tanker, I got the tank from the IT runner, and I used it. And in the process, I went ahead and picked up a couple of other things as well for the IT runner. So I've got the IT runner here, but I picked up this man truck. This is a mod that is available now on Mod Hosters and FSUK. It's basically the IT runner on a truck, which I really like it a lot. It allows you to use like the skiff and make the skiff make this into a dump truck, or anything. So it doesn't hold a whole lot, but it still worked pretty good. So the skiff is over here on the ground where I used it. I used that basically to haul a bunch of manure around. And then I got the slurry tank, which I have sitting over at the dairy area next over there where I had used it to pick up some liquid manure, so we could take that over to the beef farm so that we could start getting seed making. So that's basically what I did there. I got everything reset, purchased another tractor, so now we have two of the 9560 RTs. And these will be our plowing and heavy duty tractors. And then of course I've got the 8370R, which you guys have seen me use for quite a long time. But we picked up this one, which is also an 8370R. The only difference is this one has a front weight on it. This one doesn't. I got this so it would have a PTO shaft on the front of it. So I need a tractor that's got a PTO shaft. I will probably get the 7 series in this tractor as well. There could be 5 of them, but yeah, I'll probably get the 7 series as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get in this guy, get it fired up, slap the old IC, and we're gonna use it today for a little bit of work. Come on now, fold that thing down. I hate IC. But yeah, so let's get the brake off and we'll head out here into the yard. We're gonna purchase a couple of more pieces of equipment today and work on setting up the orchard. I'm gonna make a little change to the orchard. We did oranges before, and some people, again, the Canadian flag on here, are like, how come you're doing oranges on a Canadian farm? That wouldn't be realistic. I'm not playing this as a Canadian farm. Hello, newsflash. I don't live in Canada, and I'm not really playing this like it's a Canadian farm. I'm just playing it as a farm. The fact that there's a Canadian flag on there means absolutely nothing to me. But since that meant so much to you guys, I'm going to change up, and instead of doing oranges, we're going to go back to doing apples. So anyways, because I know up in the north, people do grow apples in that area, so... Anyways, so into the store we go, and we are going to buy a couple of things out of the mods. Weight, I need a front weight for this thing, so I'm going to get the OBE adjustable weight. It gives us the maximum amount of weight, gets us up to 1900 kilos, so that'll be nice. Let's see, then we are going to purchase from our forestry equipment our AHWI, the FM700. You guys, I know I use this for stump grinding, as well as I use that for a few other things. And specifically, I use it to plow sometimes, because you can use it like a tiller. So let's go ahead and reset that to the farm. Yep, and we'll reset that to the farm. Okay. So let's go over here and get these 2 pieces, put on the tractor, and then we'll get going. I think that ends up being reversed on me. It does. Sound and look. Turn the IC off. so that I can actually do something. All right, come on back, come on back, come on back. There we go. Hook everything up. All right, and on the front weight, I just need to select it. And to add weight to it, I just use the enter key on my numpad. If you want to see how much weight you've got on it, you just look over here onto the help menu. And actually, it says you only have 1,700, but there's 200 just on the front there on the hitch. So that's the reason. If you look at it and you think, well, it didn't give me as much weight as it says, that's what's going on with it. All right, so over to the dairy farm we are going to head. Those beacons turned on. It's getting late in the day, so we're just about time to shut down for the day, but about an hour and a half of daylight left, so we'll run over here and we'll get this last little bit of work done. I'm going to try a couple of different things. I'm going to add a little bit more fruit trees in this time than I did the last time. So we're still going to put them over here at the end of field number 4. But I'm also going to put them somewhere else. May end up putting a lot of them in, but for the time being, I'm going to set up 2 orchards. We'll do the one here on field 4 eventually. But we're going to put some over by the beef barn. So we'll head over there. So work-wise, off camera, I did have to, like I said, I had to completely redo all the work that I did in the live stream on Monday. So if you saw that archive and you saw the work that we did, all that had to be redone. But I do have seeds up and running now, so I got manure and I got slurry into the Seed Master, so that is producing seed. So soon we'll get the lettuce facility up and running. I didn't break down and buy the Eager Beaver trailer so that I could use the overloading capacity on that and get seed. I figured I'd just go ahead and wait a day cycle for the Seed Master to start generating seeds, and then we go from there. All right. So we got this huge grass area right here in the front of the farm, and I've really never seen any reason for it other than it's just here. So I don't really have a use for it, and I thought, you know what, it'd be a great area for us to put some fruit trees in, and that's what we're going to work on today. So we're going to put fruit trees in here. To do that, I'm going to use the GPS to help me out some. I'm going to set my working width up on the GPS. I know it's hard to see because it's so terribly small, but we're just going to basically widen this out to somewhere around 12 meters. That's about 12 right there, maybe 13 meters. That should be plenty of width. I don't know, that's changing the wrong thing. Let's see. That should be 12.1 right there, I think. I'm pretty sure. I gotta have a magnifying glass to read it on my screen. Alright, so if we come in here, we got these power poles that are delivering power to the Howe homestead. So I don't want to be putting trees right on it, but I do want to put some trees close to it. So let's go ahead and get in the general area of them, and so that our tree isn't right on them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust my course over so that the red line is just on this side of them. There we go. And that should give me plenty of clearance with the tree so that the tree doesn't sit right on the line. You know, you got to be somewhat aesthetic with this. Alright, so let's back up. Switch gears, pull forward. And about estimate where our first tree is going to go in. It should be somewhere right in this general area. Seeing as, you know, we need a little bit of room for it to be away from the fence there. So yeah, let's go ahead and plow a little bit here. So to plow with this thing, I'll bring up the help menu if you've never seen me do this before. I select the HWI. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to go into where it says down at the bottom, button 5, allow to create fields. I'm going to click that, so it's now in field creation mode. I need to go ahead and lower that small flap and lower this flap as well. Otherwise, I'm going to get a whole bunch of warning signs. Then I can just lower it down and turn her on, and it basically works like a power tiller. Alright, and we'll start cutting our line in here. And we're just going to till out a row for our trees to sit in. Why in the world did I get such a narrow swath up here? Make sure that gets cut back right. Alright, so I want to pull forward now. And let's see, I could go ahead and put a little bit more plow here. Or tilling. Probably not going to get any closer than like a tractor length to that guardrail. So probably right around in here would be as far as we would go with this. So we'll go ahead and lift that up. And we'll turn on around here. We'll get in our next path that we're going to use. There we go. Just eyeball this real quick to get the starting point for it. There we go. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. This is just something I do to make it look a little bit nicer. I think it just makes it, when the orchard goes up, it looks a little bit sharper with it done like this. We'll eyeball this. Just about right there. Looks good. Alright. So let's back up. And for the moment, let's turn this off. And for the time being, let's just pull over here. Go ahead and go into our purchasing menu. And we're going to go to mods, placeables. And we got some apple trees here. And we'll start placing these in a place. That'll be good there. And that'll be good there. The spread on that looks pretty good. And we'll go there. And there. And a little bit tighter in there. And there. Let's go over a little more. So see what we're doing. Go there. There. And we probably could have gone a little bit further out, but go there and there, and I can always grass that back in. That looks pretty good. So let's go do the opposite side, and we'll get our tree set over there. Too close together. Oh, I completely missed that second row. Ah, I missed all of them. They're not actually in the rows. I gotta redo the whole thing now. Frustration. That's just me, you know. Sorry, I'm gonna do that. Sell. Sell. Gotta make them look right. Come on. Gotta get right on the trunks to get these to sell. We gotta get them a little bit higher when we place them. I wonder if there's a way for me to get a little bit lower down so I can see when I'm placing these. Alright, so let's go back into the shop. Back into placeables. Wrong set of placeables. Back into mods. Back into placeables. Apple trees. Alright. Oh no, the tractor's too close there. Ugh. Come on, tractor, get out of the way. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so put that one there. And that one there. 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 And we want to spread out just a little bit, not so close together. There. There. And we're going to put one here. And here. And then we'll split the difference in between them. And we'll put one there. And one there. Alright. Much better. Much better. Alright, so exit out. Nice. Everybody's sitting in the plowed area. Sweet. Alright, so let's get this guy back around here. And we're going to massage our path a little bit more. Back to the opposite side of the power pole, so that we still have a nice clean area on the other side of it, and that'll work. Alright, let's fire that back up. I think we're pretty close here. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, drop that down. And cut our path. And we'll go ahead and get these put in place. Here we go, lift up. And turn back around here. And we'll do another row here. Also, one thing I realized too is we haven't purchased this field right here next to us, which we had purchased in the other one. So we will eventually get it. And there is, looks like wheat in there right now. So if we purchased it right now, we could go ahead and harvest that wheat out of it. Which we have that as a grass field. However, I'm thinking about not purchasing it so much as purchasing a different field. I don't know. I might still just in setting things back up as close to what we had as before, I should go ahead and purchase it. All right. Well, come on there, tractor. I told you to get off the GPS. I'm still having issues with my switch on my joystick. Not wanting to kick out all the time. Alright, so back into the store we go. Over to the mods, placeables, apple trees. And we'll go ahead and get these in place. 1 and 2. Go. 1 and 2. Spread these out a little bit more. That one there, and that one there, and that one there, and that one there. Alright, so now we got some apple trees in, and that'll get rid of that space there that's just kind of void. Nice. Alright. I like it. I like it a lot. And those will start growing for us. Let's see, what else have we done? Just to take you guys on the tour again. So, I got everything reset back up over here. The Seedmaster is running. If we hit the button, we should be close enough that it shows we got plenty of fertilizer making, and we got 980 seeds so far, so it's working. 1,000 seeds. Oh, there was the spot. Sweet spot right there. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, that's manure and fertilizer. We got to go get some more liquid manure and get on there. These guys, I've got the manure in there, but I don't have any water going, so I need to get water on those. So we need to do that today, and then I need to get fertilizer and water on those, but I do have manure in all of the slots. So we might as well do that real quick while we're over here. So let's jump on out of this tractor, and we'll grab this one here, and we'll put some water and fertilizer in. All right, let's get into this guy. There we go. Change over. We'll head on up. And we've got our water and fertilizer tanks here. I got the colors are closer on them. The blue's a little too blue. Couldn't match them up perfectly. All right. All right, let's get that hooked up. All right. All right. Roll around here. Dump a little bit of water into our greenhouses so that they can start doing their thing. There we go. Oh wow, we're just jumping up and down here with the water going in. All right, so we'll get these filled up. That tractor is so small. Righty. See how much more we need. 91, 95, 100%. All right. Move around to the back of this greenhouse. Put some water into it. Go. It just starts going automatically. You don't have to hit anything. You just have to hit the trigger. All right, that is filled up. And then we'll get the one over here as well. Oh man, come on there, Moosey. Make that turn tighter. That water into it. And we should be good for the strawberries to start growing. And all we gotta do is put some more fertilizer in. So everybody's been messaging me about, did you see the big news? Did you see the big news? Farm Sim 17's coming out at the end of the year. Yeah, but there's no details about it. There's no information as to what it is. So, I mean, we all pretty much knew it was going to come out at the end of the year. You know, we discussed that the other night. It's pretty much their MO. And we pretty much all knew that there would be a Farm Sim 17 and it would release at the end of 2016. And it's just, but there's zero details as to what's going on. And it's just like cattle and crops. Everybody, they're playing that same game where they, oh, we're going to release more information in 7 days. And in 7 days you get 2 pictures, and those pictures don't really tell you anything. I mean, give me some actual details. Tell me what you're going to do. How are you going to make the game better in Farm Sim's case? Are you going to enhance the forestry? Are you going to fix a lot of the details as far as this game? Make some real improvements to it? Or are you going to use the same engine? You know? What are you going to do to make the game better? What are you going to do to make the game worth me forking over some more money to it? Or are you going to pull the train sim route and pop out the same game with a new name? So, if it's just new tractors and stuff, it doesn't do me a whole lot of good. Because playing on PC, we can get all those new tractors and stuff just by going to the mods. So what's going to be new in Farm Sim 17 that's going to make it worth my while to shell out some more money? That's what I want to see. So need details, not just the promise of a new game, because sometimes new games aren't necessarily new, if you know what I mean. All right. I'm sure everybody will hypothesize, because there's sunflower in the seeds or in the field, in the little picture that they put up, that there's going to be new fruits in there because obviously they saw the sunflower. But obviously there need to be more fruits in the game. There needs to be a lot more into the game. We'll see what they do with it. All right, so those are filled up. Those are ready to roll. And that is done. We can head on over. The next thing we need to do at some point is get our beef cattle purchased and get that set up. That's for another day. I'm just trying to get all the basics put into place. The beef thing, I don't know. It seems like it takes forever to fatten them up. So we got soybean in field number 20, oats in field number 1. Those are planted. And then, of course, I think 4 is also in oats, maybe. And then we need to harvest on the next day cycle. I'm sure we're going to be able to harvest the fields number 6 and 7. So that'll be more coming in. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. All right, let's get back over here because this field seems empty now without the fruit trees here. I've grown so accustomed to seeing them that when I jump on the map and I don't see them anymore, it seems naked. All right, so let's get out of this so I can see where we're at as far as where we want to start. I think right about where that green line is right there would be good. Maybe right in here. So let's reset that. And we're sliding down the hill ever so slightly. Y'all see that? All right. So just come through here, plow our lines in, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll set our trees in after that. I think right there is good. Get these lines cut in, and we'll get this field set and ready to go. Yeah, I called it a field orchard. All right. There we go. And we'll run on down through here. That one up. Make our way back around. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this as we reset. I hate that we had to do it, but hopefully you guys are finding it entertaining. And it gives us the chance to do some things a little bit differently this time around. You know, use different equipment, kind of refresh the farm a little bit. Not make it exactly the same as we did it the first time. And he gives all you John Deere fans your John Deere fix. We could probably get one more row in here. So I think I will maximize it out. They'll be right there next to the ditch, though. We'll look at it. We'll see if it's worth it. There we go. And where's this put us at? Does it put us right in the ditch? Oh no, it gives us plenty of room. Yeah, we'll put one more row in. Alright, off we go. I'm still not sure what caused my game to crash the other night. So I don't know if it was the mod that I put in or what. We used that mod before and didn't have any problem, but a little gun shy of it now. Not exactly sure what caused that. Alright, so now we can just back on out here. Hey, come on now. Why are you steering so weird? Are you still... Oh, that's what it was. It was still hooked on the GPS line. And it wants to swerve all over the place. Alrighty. Well, let's get into the menu. And we're going back into mods. Placeables. Trees. And we're ready to go here. A little bit easier with this since see the lines. Are going in the right direction for us. There we go. And the spacing looks about right there. There we go. Yep. So I think the general consensus when we did this before was that the plowed tracks actually looked really good. Everybody liked that versus coming back in and putting the grass back in around them. So that's the way we'll leave it this time as well. Yeah, come on there. And looks like we can get one more in here. We can always come back with a seeder and seed in the ends of these rows just to get rid of the excess in them and even them, straighten them up. So, alright, looks good in my book. Alright, so there we go. We got our trees back in. And now it looks like we got our orchard. Maybe a little bit tighter than we had the orange trees in here, but they should work. Alrighty, so that's gonna work out good for us. So we're back in the apple farm business. I still got to get a sell point put in for fruit. I haven't put the storage barns in yet. We'll do that as well. And I still may put more orchards in. I'm still contemplating on doing the oranges. Who cares if there's a Canadian flag on this thing? Alright, so we'll come in here and we'll store this guy in the corner back here, next to the small little grass cedar. There we go. Get that all the way up against the wall so we maximize our space. Should still have seed in this thing. Oh yeah. Oh. Come on, Moosey. Drive right. Just about time for the sun to go down and bring the end of a day to our farm. Yeah, the map looked empty without the trees down here. It's gonna look a lot better now. Here, just a little bit. There we go. Just clean this up a little bit so everything looks a little bit uniform. Just tidying up. Oh, ditch. Keep forgetting that I'm looking at it in a weird angle and keep wanting to turn the opposite direction on which way I need to turn. Alright. The rest of these little bits covered up. Some grass. Yep. That looks good. Raise that up. We'll run down to the other side. And we'll do the top section as well. And we'll be done with it. Whoops. A little off-road in there. Well, these look pretty good anyways. They were pretty close. Nice. Alrighty, so we got our orchard back in, and that was what we wanted to accomplish today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Maybe it gave you an idea, something you can do for your fields. And we will continue on. At this point, we'll continue to the next day cycle, and it should be harvest time on 6 and 7. Who knows? These guys may pop up pretty quick too, because we are not using the soul mod right now. So all right, head back down here. So really, what do we got left to do? Buy a little bit more equipment. I want to go ahead and purchase another combine and go ahead and get. I'm going to go ahead and purchase a something to do the forage harvesting with. And I think this time I don't know what I want to use. That's the problem. So few choices on what to use for forage harvesting, you know. Oops, it's the wrong thing. Didn't want to drop off. In a way, I know what I'd like to use, but it doesn't really fit the map. Well, I mean, it does sort in a way. There's not a really, I do have a John Deere forage harvester, but it's not a really great one. I would really like to get a really nice one or use a Class Jaguar, but I do know there's a lot of silage guys in California and in the area that use Class equipment, so it wouldn't be that far of a stretch to use it on this farm. So that's really the only options I have right now. I need to go look. I'll go look at the mods and see if I can find something different. I don't really want to use the Krone. We've used the Krone to death, and I'm just about tired of them. I've got this guy, this 7180, to do forage with. It's not too bad, you know. But I'd rather use this guy. So that's what I would really rather use is that. Though I still want to use the bunker with it. So I'll figure something out. We'll get to that point where we'll make the decision on that, because we still have before they wither up and die, all that corn that's over by in some of these other fields that we don't own. I'm still gonna go get them because that's the easiest way for us to get our silage back, is to go get the corn out of the field over by the nursery and truck that over here. So, and it's just going to go to waste if we don't use it, so we might as well. Alrighty, well, that'll do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Share it with your friends, and of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do. I do new videos each and every day. And as always, if you haven't followed me over on Google+, please do. I would appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the fact that we're getting back into doing a lot more farming between Manchester and Court Farms, and I'll try and do a little forestry as well along the way. So I'm even thinking about doing, on this round of Manchester, doing a little bit of forestry on Manchester. Maybe bringing the old lumber mill in and setting it up. And not doing a whole lot of forestry, but just do a little bit of forestry, enough to keep the lumber mill running and just give us something to keep it fresh. Because let's be honest, at this point in Farm Sim, we've pretty much done everything. It's just, what do we do to keep it going and keep it interesting? And so that's sort of where I'm at with it, is maybe we do a little bit of this and a little bit of that and mix some stuff in, so that we can keep the whole program interesting and not boring. And not doing the same things over and over. And that was the whole thing with the soul mod, bringing it in and putting it into the game. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.